What's up guys, welcome to episode 6 of Chimps Ranking. Now, I've been putting this one off for a while, cause normally
I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me.
that is correct. This is the long-awaited Superminds episode. My gosh, has this tower been requested more than ever, and it's not even from a lot of people. It's from one person. Yeah, that's right. One person wanted me to do Superminds more than any other tower in this entire game. So, after doing an entire episode of everything but Superminds, I thought it was finally time to give the Superminds the spotlight. Now, before I can start with the gameplay, let's head right into the rules first. Rule number 1. The run must utilize the pig tower in a major way. Rule number 2. The tower must be fully upgraded unless it is too expensive. Rule number 3. The ranking will be based off how good it performs in Chimps mode and Chimps mode only. Rule number 4. This cannot be done on an easy nor an expert map and must be done on either intermediate or an advanced map. Finally, rule number 5. Any towers will be re-ranked if big changes are applied to the tower in the future. Now, the map I chose for this run was Another Brick because I don't really know, I just like the map, and Spike Factory doesn't really get affected too much because of the wall, considering you place in the back anyway, so I thought it'd just be a good and fun map. The hero I picked was Geraldo because he can get me out of any tough pickle for pretty cheap. And for the early game, I used 2 Wanderers because before I get any towers down, they do attack incredibly fast. Also, a fun little update, I just put a post right before making this video, or at least starting to make this video, and while I'm making this video, when I got to this point, I got a notification, and it was 2 people asking for Superminds. So of course I just replied with, work in progress, because they commented that as I'm in the working progress of making the Superminds video, so I found that pretty funny. Now, aside from that, I was able to get Geraldo on round 13. Now, I was able to place my first go on round 18. Now, after dying about 50 times to the early game, I was finally able to get my balls. Now, I thought my Tax Sprayer plus ball combo would be enough for round 40, but it wasn't, so I had to use a budget Maelstrom. Now, I was having trouble saving up for the spiked mines, so I got a newly buffed Hotshots to help out for damage and early lead popping. The Hotshots was enough to help me save up for spiked mines on round 45. Now, spiked mines is very good for the mid game, but I had a lot of money, so what could I get that's better than spiked mines? That's right. 2 spiked mines. On round 61, I had a problem. For the first time I think ever playing this game, regrows were actually a problem. So of course, I got the Ring of Fire. I bet you thought I was gonna say Heart of Oak. You fool. Now, the 2 spiked mines were very powerful and was carrying me through the mid game. On round 70, I decided I should probably spend some of my hard-earned cash. And you probably think that I got a 3rd spiked mines, but I'm not that predictable. I decided to get a snowstorm to create an ice platform to get a 3rd spiked mine. 3 spiked mines, who would ever do such a ridiculous thing? Definitely not me though. I personally would get 4. Now, here is where I would start to struggle. And in the 90s, it would only get worse. Also, I got an embrittlement. I think I forgot to mention that earlier, but just know he's part of the team. Now, one pretty big struggle was ZOMGs, and round 87 was so hard I had to get a golden genie due to how many ZOMGs there were. Now, the rest of the 80s weren't too bad, and round 90 was also very easy. And at the start of round 91, I was able to finally afford a call to arms. Round 91 was pretty easy, I just had to use a well-timed call to arms at the end. Round 92 was a bit tough. I did have to give my spike factories the Jerry hot sauce and use a few blade traps at the end. Round 93 was actually very easy, I just had to use both of my abilities at a good time. Now, round 94 was just way too tough and I had way too little cash to spend, so I had to get another golden genie for this round, but luckily round 95 was a breeze, especially with the genie. Not this time. Round 96 was probably the round that I took the longest time on, but I was able to beat it in the end with an extra spiked mines and also some blade traps. Round 97 was still easy as always, and for round 98, I already knew that I was not beating this round normally, so I used a golden genie, and this would also help on round 99 as well. Now, even with a golden genie, I still managed to die, so I placed him a bit better, and I was able to beat the round. And then round 99, I actually died a few times, so I used the camo pop potion on my spiked mines, which might sound stupid, because it already has camo detection, but it also gives bonus damage to camos, making it better against DDTs, and this was just enough to beat the round. Now, for round 100, I got a glue strike, while also using a rejuve potion in the middle of the round to refresh all my ability cooldowns and use them all again to pop the BAD insides incredibly fast, and with that, I was able to beat Chimps. Now it is time for the tower analysis, starting off with the cons. Con number 1. Tier 5 that is so expensive that 99% of scenarios you can't even get it. Only really on easy maps is when you're going to be able to afford this guy, but if you're playing on an easier map, then there's definitely easier ways to beat Chimps. 2. If your main strategy is relying on this guy, then he definitely struggles to high RBE rounds like 94, 96, and 98. 3. Hard to use in the early game. Spike Factory is not really made for the early game. It's overall expensive and attacks too slow to be really reliable in the early game. And then 4, becomes almost useless on multi-lane maps. Now for the pros. Pro number 1. Can deal with all balloon types with just 2 upgrades, which is pretty good. Pro number 2. Has excellent mid-game save-up potential. Pro number 3, good mid-game cleanup that can still be used to clean up super ceramics even in the late game. And pro number 4, tier 3 can be a great, effective, cheap cleanup option. Now it is time for the ranking. Now, before I talk about the super mines, I would just like to quickly talk about how the new tier list system will work. So I have added a bunch of new tiers, that being SS, S-, A-, B-, C-, and that's about it. And also I made a few changes to where towers are ranking, and from now on, if I put 2 towers in the same tier, I will reorder them based on which one I think is at the top of the tier and which one's at the bottom. So for the ranking changes, BMA is still in F tier, Darmonkey, or the Ultra Juggernaut I should say, is still in D tier, Plasma Monkey Fan Club has been boosted up to a C-, Crossbow Master is still in the C tier, and the Pop and All got bumped down a little from A to an A-. And before I start talking about super mines, I forgot to mention that the Trade Empire has been removed from the unranked category. Now, where is super mines going to place? Well, overall, it's a great tower. You can't really use the tier 5, which doesn't really help its scenario, but the tier 4 and tier 3 are still very good and they're very effective cleanup. My only issue with them, really, is that the bottom path just outclasses them most of the time. Like, the deadly spikes and long life spikes most of the time are going to do about the same, if not better, for cheaper. So for that, I'm going to be putting him in the A tier. He's still a great cleanup tool, but I think bottom path just has him outclassed in almost every other way, but still is very good if you do want to end up using him, and he is great for the mid game and can help on rounds like 63 and 78 where there's massive ceramic rushes. But if you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. This video took a while to make, and if you enjoyed this video, then you'll probably enjoy my other ranking videos, so check those out if you haven't already. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one.